On today's episode of returning back to source and connecting with our ancestors and understanding what happened in the past, I want us to start having a discussion on this book called The People of the Sun. The People of the Sun is a book that will open your eyes to a lot of things and maybe in a very understandable way, because these are some of the things that in some of these scrolls that we talk about and this text that I keep talking about. So the People of the Sun, the roots of the accounts of Ghana, it was written by Emmanuel Odum. You can check out this book, and this is what we'll be deliberating upon. So we will go through this book from the beginning to the end, because there are a lot of information here. So we'll be doing it episode by episode, and we will read through and have some discussion. So that's what we'll begin today. So today's discussion will talk about understanding the concept of the Bible. That is chapter 1. Understanding the concept of the Bible and what is really the Bible. Mind you, on the other channel we had discussions, and I keep telling you that Bible means Biblos, and Biblos means the collection of different books. Okay, so understanding the concept of these collections of books. Why is it collection? Because these books have been there before they came together and selected some few, and with reasons behind them anyway. They selected these few and then told you that this is the absolute truth. There's nothing again outside of it. And when people realized that there were other books existing, they told you that those books are bad books, so you shouldn't read through them, and they prohibit you reading outside the Bible. That is a discussion maybe we come to after we end this episode of going through this book and having a discussion. Now, prior to us going to the chapter 1, which is understanding the Bible is still in the light of everything, I want us to listen to the preface for some minutes. It says that according to the Temple of Moses, that's the Library of Alexandria, in ancient Egypt, where the Bible scripts were first translated into Koine Greeks. Mind you, I told you everything was gotten from the motherland, from the ancient scrolls, the tablets, the papyruses. Of course, the major thing was gotten from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Other things were gotten from different texts, different books, different scrolls. And when we're talking about some of these books, we talk about the story of Cain and Abel was gotten from the story of Osiris and Seth. Okay, the 10 Commandments from the 42 laws of Goddess Ma'at. Proverb was copied from the first written book in the world by the African named Ptahhotep. The teachings of Ptahhotep, that's where Proverb was copied from. So Proverb was copied from the teachings of Ptahhotep, and you can go on and on and on. There were at least 700,000 papyrus, but now we only have 66 books. So there were 700,000 papyruses, but now we only have 66 books. So out of 700,000 papyruses, the organized system, the organized group of people, the organized body called religion, Christianity, felt like 66 is the only one. And then when you look at these books, 66 that were taken, they took the ones that put you under a particular consciousness of control, so of submission, so that they can control you. Okay? However, the question is, where is the rest of these books? In this book here, you will come across some of the last apocryphal books, like the Book of Lamech, the Book of Jasher, the Book of Maccabees, the Apocryphal of Abraham, and the Wisdom of Solomon, the Targum of Palestine, etc. So all those books, you will come across them here while we deliberate on this book called The People of the Sun. All right. And also some account terms and meanings. The Council of Nicaea is a popular council. A lot of us are aware of it already. Also created 60 canons of rules in 325 AD, and concluded that some of the books of the Torah should be banned from public usage. That is what the council did. A group of people who sat down and decided on people's life, decided on the life of the whole world, okay? The 1600s, some of the books of the Authorized Bible were banned from public usage. The ones approved by the council is what we are using today. So majority of these books were omitted and majority of them were banned. Deliberately, of course, with a purpose, with an intention. All right. The book has been structured more around what I regard as the big five, namely darkness, moon, sun, light, and pineal gland. Now to the chapter 1 itself, understanding the concept of the Bible. Mark Twain said, "It is easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled." George Orwell also said, "The further a society drifts from the truth, the more it will hate those that speak it." Concepts are very important when it comes to books like the Bible, because the Bible is a sacred book that contains truth of who we are and where we came from and how we live as beings. Contains truth, not totally. They pick in truth, they added lies, they omitted truth. The Bible is not what we have been told it is over decades. It is not what you have been told it is. Emmanuel believes that too. After he did intensive studies and researches, he came to realize that the Bible is not what they have told you it is. Okay? And he went further to say that, "I came to realize that the Bible has nothing to do with a religion called Christianity. The Roman soldiers integrated Christianity into the Bible. Why? Because this book they call Bible, which is Biblos, collection of books, a collection of books of the African people. Collection of African stories and tales and folklores. This is what they put together. It was existing before Christianity. So they only incorporated Christianity into this Bible because they are looking for something that will be so perfect to control us. They know already we have a connection with these books. But they needed a way to turn it into a control tool. And that was why they did all they did. Okay? Through the Nicene Councils, but the Bible is the true story of a carbonated supreme mother, a black supreme mother, a melanated supreme mother, called Akan and her children on earth. We have no idea what the world has done to us. Akan is the first black woman civilization on earth. The name Akan is not just a tribe in Ghana, but it is also functionality. Akan is the first black woman who gave birth to all dark race. Now, before we continue, I want us to read the summary of this book so that we have an understanding of what we are going to. Now, he explains this book in some words. The whole of this book is summarized in some word behind here, which I'm going to read out. The average person knows there is a creator. You know there is a creator. I know there is a creator. Okay, but not a creatress. That is to say, we grew up believing that the Almighty is a man. And when you say otherwise, you'll be looked upon like you're a feminist or you're somebody with other intention. We have been conditioned to believe that the creator is a male. But that is not the case. According to Emmanuel, he said that is not the case. That she is a female. The creator is a female. The creatress is a two-in-one being. She gave birth to the creator. So the creatress gave birth to the creator, according to Emmanuel from all his researches that he has done. She is a female entity that existed before everything was. Her name is Akan or Akan. Akan is light, and in this book, The People of the Sun, you will understand how everything began as light, not just the light we all know, but a dark light. A dark light. So everything emanates from darkness. Every beautiful thing you see emanated from darkness. Because darkness is the source. But the organized world today and religion tells you that you run away from everything that is dark or that is black. And that's where they succeeded in cutting our consciousness from the real thing. And then we are wandering around so empty, confused, Your Majesties. The mother spirit and the self-generator of the electromagnetic energy of the universe. Before the beginning, there was only one consciousness. Yahuwah alone existed in a dark light matter called the melatonin, a neuron energy beyond any boundary, concealed within herself, the eternal one, who made herself known through words. Yahuwah brought herself to being, and she crossed the boundaries between non-existence and existence. Before we continue, I want us to have some deliberation about what he said from the beginning, where he said that the creatress is a woman, not a man. And the world has conditioned us to believe that the creator is a man. And we all believe that the creator, that spark of life, is a man. All of us have that in our head. It was later on that we began to see that things are not really what the world has made us believe it is. A lot of things that we believe and do and accept to be normal are really not normal, but we are living in the world. What do? One day at a time. We expose ourselves to the truth, accept the truth one day at a time. We will not be hard on ourselves at all because it is not our fault. But knowing the truth is our responsibility, Your Majesty. So, when you listen to Dr. Ben of blessed memory, he keep telling you that the first worship ever, the first time a worship was done or the act of worship was carried out in history of man is the worship of Goddess Hathor. So there was no god or there was no man worship from time immemorial, from ancient past, apart from Goddess Hathor. It was from the worship of Goddess Hathor that other worship was deviated, was copied from. So the worship of Goddess Hathor was what gave room for other worship. So the first ever being that was worshipped on planet Earth by a man was the worship of a woman called the Goddess Hathor. Maybe I'm going to leave that clip while this video is ending. So we listen to Dr. Ben. These are secrets of ancient past. It's not even secrets anymore. They are there in history, but most of the times we don't like going into things like this because we are scared of I don't want to say things that will make the Holy Spirit angry with me. This is what they always use it, tying us down. You make the Holy Spirit angry and this is going to happen. You die and go to hell. But there's nothing wrong with we going back, understanding ourselves and discovering more from people's opinion, from people's discovery, and from the real thing that existed in history. So in the next episode, we will continue with the term darkness and why the world hated that word darkness so much, and the organized body had made it look like darkness is evil. Okay, so we will go into that in the next episode according to the theories and discoveries of Emmanuel Odom from his book, The People of the Sun. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, connect more with your spirit guide, listen more to your guardian angel, connect to your ancestors of agreeable beings from your lineage, and be sure to have more connection with the creator, creatress of your life. All right, I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, Majesty. Bye for now.